The AC-MX1616-AUHD-HDBT is a 16-input, 16-output matrix switch built to handle all of the latest sources outputting 4K 60 444 HDR. In this video, we will go over installation, front panel controls, switching, EDID management, network settings, the web GUI, and troubleshooting. Let's start with the installation. First, connect all of your input sources, so Blu-ray players, cable boxes, streaming boxes, etc. Then connect the output devices, displays, distribution amplifiers, extenders, etc. Connect the power supply. Power on all the sources. Turn on all of the displays. Then connect your control devices. You can use IR, RS-232, or Ethernet to control the switch. Today we're going to be using Ethernet. You can also control the unit with the front panel. Select the output on the bottom row, then select the input on the top row. You can also do switching from the menu. Navigate the menu with the up, down, left, and right buttons. Press Enter on the highlighted selection to advance to the next set of options, or the Cancel button to return to the main menu. Using the menu, you can set up and control several key features, including matrix switch routing. You can control switching or view the current routing. Audio setup and routing. Set the default extracted audio mode to bind to input, bind to output, or matrix. When in matrix, audio route can be selected. EDID management. View and adjust EDID configuration. And the network setup. View and set up IP addresses, toggle DHCP, set the port number, and view the MAC address. Managing EDID is instant and easy right from the front screen. EDID management will help you get the right signal from the source device, adding additional security that no unsupported formats will be mistakenly fed into the system. To set the EDID, choose the EDID from the home screen, select the input that you want to set the EDID for, toggle through the EDIDs until you find the one that you want. For the most plug-and-play compatibility, we recommend using 1080p 2-channel. This is ideal for bars, restaurants, and even some homes. There's also the ability to upload a custom EDID and copy EDIDs, but that must be done in the serial control software. The serial control software is explained in the manual. Available EDID options are listed on the screen and are below in the description. In the IP menu, you can view the current IP settings and MAC address. You can set the static route IP. You can set the static device IP. You can set the static net mask, change the TCP IP port, or toggle DHCP. You can also edit the addresses on the screen with the control keys on the front panel. Select the address you want to change. Use the up and down arrows to change the number. Press Enter to go to the next number until complete. After connecting the switch to the network, we can now access the web GUI. What you need to do is open up a web browser and type in the IP address of the switch, and that'll bring up the web GUI. The first tab is the Sense Switch tab. That tab will allow you to manually select inputs and outputs for the matrix switching. The second tab is the Link Info tab. That will give you the statuses of each input and what kind of signals coming into each input. I have 2 inputs plugged in right now, and those are listed right here. The third tab is the Video Setting tab. This tab has each output card broken down 1 through 8. So if you need to change settings on output card number 1, for example, you can go in and turn off and on scaling. You can turn off and on the HDMI stream. You can turn off and on the HDBT signal. The fourth tab is the audio setting. If there are any lip sync errors, I can set delays here. Or if I'm not using audio from a specific output, I can turn the audio off. Then we have the audio matrix tab. That will let us set the audio to bind to input, bind to output, or use the audio matrix switch. The next tab is the IR-EX setting tab. That will allow me to address and do all of my IR routing. The IR RS-232 control tab, that's going to let me toggle off and on control for RS-232 or IR for specific inputs. The input setting tab will allow me to toggle off and on the inputs. So for example, for easier programming, if you're not using, say, input 12 through 16, you can turn those off here. Then there is the EDID management tab. That will allow us to choose a specific EDID for a specific input. So if I wanted to change the input 1's EDID, I would choose an EDID here and press apply. And then last but not least is the system setting tab. That's where we can toggle off and on DHCP, change IP addresses, do things like renaming inputs and outputs. Is the device not working properly? Let's go through some basic troubleshooting steps. Number 1, verify power. The LCD screen on the front of the matrix switch should be lit up when power is applied. Check that the power supply is connected and that the matrix switch is powered up. Next, verify connections. Check that all of your cables are connected securely. Maybe there's an issue with just one input or one output. Try different inputs and try different outputs and even try different cables. We want to help narrow down the issue and make sure that it's not related to one input or one output. Is 1080p working but maybe not 4K? Verify that all the connected devices in the signal chain are capable of 4K. If you went through these steps and the manual and your device still isn't working properly, be sure to call our tech support at 605-274-6055 or send us an email at support@avproedge.com. If you like this video, please be sure to like and subscribe. And don't forget to check out the description for more information on the AC-MX1616 AUHD-HDBT. Thanks for watching.